The flaw hypothesis methodology offers a methodical approach to examining a system for faults or flaws in execution and was designed to enhance additional views of developmental confidence. The key goals of flaw examination are to offer confidence in pragmatic conduct and consider the penetration immunity of the system. The examinations often occur within the final phases of the system development. Thus far, the flaw hypothesis methodology has proved to be a beneficial framework for determining system flaws. Moreover, the flaw hypothesis methodology is not a method of totality. It is a complete stoppage of possible shortcomings in the system that are not able to be attained by employing this methodology. The flaw hypothesis methodology is comprised of 6 different phases. These phases are: phase number 1, definition, the objective and intentions of the penetration operation. The IT team will work together to gain comprehension related to the reason behind the exercise. Some of these goals or purposes are to cover threats within the system, sustain risk assessment of the system, and classify attacks that are essential to security goals, which include confidentiality, integrity, and availability, as well as enumeration of the open ports that are utilized in order to attack the system. The second phase is the background study. During this phase, the penetration team is working to comprehend the target within the system. This can support the possibility of manufacturing legitimate flaw hypotheses. The penetration team will also use this time to explore manuals, codes, and reports. Each person on the penetration team will likely select a certain element and study the element so that they are viewed as an expert on which element they decided to pick. The third phase is the brainstorming and hypothesis generation. In this phase, members of the penetration team will develop a demonstration for all personnel regarding their area of proficiency. This can include lectures and future exchange of views. It is crucial that the members of the personnel can keep from judgmental rhetoric and encourage a free flow of uninhibited conversation. It is important to also survey all of those involved, as their thoughts and views are as essential as the next team members. During this phase, the team members will look for issues within diverse fields such as software, firmware, and hardware. The members will be looking for any errors associated with design, implementation, interface, and configuration. Hypothesis verification is the next and fourth phase. In this phase, there are flaws that can be confirmed with desk checking. Other flaws that need to be confirmed will often develop, or use special equipment. All members of the penetration team will bring their abilities and examine the many hypotheses. Confirmation of the flaw will be documented in the flaw hypothesis database. It is important that there is regular report, as this is important for additional exchange of views. The fifth phase is hypothesis generalization. During this phase, the penetration team will extract a classification of flaws that have the appearance of relevance to the target system. Our last and final phase, which is phase 6, and it is documentation. This is the final step, and during this step, the penetration team will develop a report that records the outcomes of the penetration testing that took place. The penetration team's documentation. The penetrations team's documentation will publish details of the hypotheses that were authenticated and those that were not discovered within the target system. The penetration team will offer reasoning behind the hierarchization of hypotheses for authentication.